There's a director in Hollywood who's been in the industry for over 30 years. And guess what? He has never made a bad film. In fact, many of his works are considered masterpieces. His very first short film was called Next Floor. You might have even stumbled across it on video platforms. That film went on to win an award at the Cannes Film Festival. And after that, his career just took off. Science fiction, action, mystery, you name it, he can handle it. And here's the best part. Even while making massive Hollywood blockbusters, he manages to balance breathtaking spectacle with poetic storytelling. This director also has a very unusual trait. He chooses the toughest projects, the kind other directors avoid. One example is Arrival. The original novel's alien language was thought to be impossible to adapt for film, but he did it, and the movie earned an Oscar nomination for Best Picture. And then there's Blade Runner. The original 1982 film is considered one of the greatest sci-fi movies of all time. Making a sequel seemed like career suicide. Nobody believed it could work. But in 2017, he delivered Blade Runner 2049, which now holds an 8.3 rating and is hailed as one of the best sequels in sci-fi history. By now, you've probably guessed it. Yes, it's Denis Villeneuve, one of the most promising directors in Hollywood today, and he's got a brand new film, the epic Dune. Now, Dune is not just any film. It's adapted from the legendary novel, hailed as a sci-fi classic, but also considered one of the hardest books to adapt into a movie. Many great directors have tried, and many have failed. So why is Dune so difficult to bring to the big screen? It all comes down to the massive world building of the novel. The story is set over 10,000 years in the future. After a devastating war against artificial intelligence, humanity has banned all forms of AI. Civilization regressed to a feudal empire spanning across planets. Power is split between three main factions, the Spacing Guild, the Imperial Government, and the Great Houses. In this future without computers, some humans evolved into beings with abilities beyond machines, even with the power to see the future. But to access these powers, they need a mysterious substance known as spice. Spice not only enhances human abilities, but it's also the key to interstellar travel. Its value is beyond imagination. In fact, just one briefcase of spice could buy an entire planet. As the novel puts it, whoever controls spice controls the universe. And there's only one place in the galaxy where spice can be found: the desert planet Arrakis, also known as Dune. For years, spice production was controlled by the brutal House Harkonnen, but their greatest rivals are House Atreides, led by Duke Leto Atreides. Duke Leto's growing influence threatens the Emperor's rule, so the Emperor assigns House Atreides to take over Arrakis. But secretly, this is a trap meant to destroy them by setting them up for war against House Harkonnen. Duke Leto knows the danger, but still accepts the challenge. Doesn't this feel a little like Ned Stark stepping into King's Landing? But here, the true protagonist is Leto's son, Paul Atreides, the chosen one destined to change the fate of the universe. Paul faces a brutal test. A deadly needle is held at his neck, while his hand must remain inside a mysterious box filled with unimaginable pain. If he pulls his hand out, he dies. The test is simple. Can his mind overcome primal fear? Paul trembles in agony but never withdraws his hand. Guided telepathically by his mother, he conquers his fear. Even the examiner is stunned. Paul passes the trial. Perhaps the prophecy is right. He may indeed be the one destined to save humanity. The year is 10,191. Humanity rules countless planets, but society has regressed to a feudal system under the emperor and noble houses. Paul, heir of House Atreides, has trained from childhood in combat. With protective shields that block high-speed attacks, battles in this era have returned to slow, blade-based fighting. Paul's talent is extraordinary, beloved by both his father and his people. But his destiny is far greater. Paul dreams of strange visions: a blue-eyed girl on Arrakis, his father betrayed and assassinated, his family slaughtered, even his own death. The wise Reverend Mother tells him this is not just a dream, but a glimpse of the future. And soon, the prophecy begins to unfold. The Emperor assigns Duke Leto to rule Arrakis, but in truth, it's a setup. The Harkonnens, with inside help, ambush the Atreides. Duke Leto is assassinated, war erupts, and House Atreides is nearly wiped out. Only Paul and his mother Jessica survive. Alone in the desert, Paul encounters the girl from his dreams, Chani, a member of the native Fremen, who have long resisted oppression on Arrakis. With the help of the Fremen, Paul begins to awaken his true power. He realizes that only by uniting the native people can he take revenge and lead the universe out of darkness. This, my friends, is Denis Villeneuve's Dune, one of the most anticipated films of the year. With a massive budget and an all-star cast, it promises both a visual and emotional spectacle. Audiences in North America have already praised it as a masterpiece, saying Villeneuve has revived a gem buried for half a century. The original novel became a classic not just for its epic story, but also for its brilliant world building, exploring ecology, politics, and philosophy in ways that feel incredibly relevant.